Hey,
Yep.
psandbspod live
We back.
House of the Dragon, episode
House of
7,
Dragons. Yes.
Spoilercast, Steel 1682, the Almighty.
We here.
We're here.
What's up, Gabe?
Gabe, what's goody?
So
Hey,
we
hold on.
weren't able to do one last week.
I was
I
gonna
don't know
say
if that's
before
what you go ahead.
I was gonna say before we start, if y'all new to the channel, make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff. Of course, last week we went through a natural disaster. You know what I'm saying? Others people affected differently, of course.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, we got a good friend, co-worker, uh, close friends to Biggs as well. Um, Fortunately, he lost everything during the hurricane, and I mean, he hasn't been back to work since. Um,
No.
Actually, right after this, I'm literally just jumping back in my car and riding over there to give a helping hand. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, all of you guys watching can't, obviously be here to give a helping hand. But if you can, if little you can, there's a link in the bio below this video. Just go ahead and share that link on your social media. Just share that story, the GoFundMe link. And if you can donate anything, anything is appreciated, even if it's $1 or even if it's $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anything helps. You know what I'm saying? Just to share, just you know what I'm saying, just to spread the message. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he's not the only one affected with this. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to make sure that people don't forget. You know what I'm saying? Florida did go through something for real. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, Steels,
Yep.
where you going? Go ahead, go ahead.
Well, as you touched on last week, we had a hurricane, so we did not have a episode 6 recap. But
Right.
perfectly in my notes here, I say notes, but it's just
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
They recap very quickly and actually really good episode 6 straight in episode 7. So I'm just going to read that,
Yeah.
see if we have anything to say about that, and then jump right into it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
When episode 6 House of Dragons aired last Sunday, it was arguably the most consequential yet. For the biggest thing, what I've talked about, the time jump. 10-year, not 2 months, not 3 years, 10 years. And they even changed some actors, which I'm
Two.
upset about.
Two actors.
They changed the two main actors, but then the husband,
Oh yeah.
whatever,
The
he
husband.
changed
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. You're right. You're right.
Um,
You got like 2 lines, man.
yeah. So they changed the actors, and more importantly, at the end of the episode, we saw the first blood of the inevitable Targaryen civil war. That was thanks to Lara Strong, who is a mix of black male, that's long, what's his name, long bottom or small foot, long foot, whatever was the dude from Game of Thrones again?
Yeah.
Littlefoot,
Some.
I forgot his name, but and his devotion to Queen organized a hit on his own brother and his own father.
Yeah. He
That,
went crazy.
yeah, on his own family. He's just like, yeah, they gotta go.
Now the thing is, I didn't even think that the dad went. I thought it was just the brother that got.
No, because they were together.
They were in separate rooms. Remember, he was trying to get to the other room. Like I
Yeah, and
thought,
then they.
I didn't notice that. I guess they both was in the burning building together.
Well, yeah, they were both in the same building. The whole building burnt down. We're at least expected to believe that the whole building burnt down, and
Right,
everyone in it died.
right.
So that's how it,
That's how it played
So that
out. Right,
means Rhaenyra's children no longer has a biological father because obviously, you know, the father's not who people think it is.
well, they know.
Yeah. Well,
The
they show
streets
that in
talk.
this season. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened in that episode. A lot of stuff. Uh Noticeably the year jump. Couldn't believe Homeboy's still alive. I'm like, how the heck did he survive 10 years? What?
Yeah, I don't
um
understand, bro. His doctor good.
Everyone has kids. Everyone has three kids, and
Yeah,
everyone's older, and it's just like.
they going for it.
But as we said a couple episodes ago, before this massive jump. The other jumps, I said, I don't like the jumping, but I do like the way they're tying it together to where you don't necessarily feel lost or it's too difficult to fill in the blanks. Granted, this 10-year jump took 2 episodes because episode 7, man. Whew. I thought I'm right back in it. Remember, last week I was like, I don't know, about to check out. I might have to check out. It might be time.
Right.
And then coming into this week, it's like, all right, you know what? It is what it is. I just got to deal with it. You know, I missed my original Rhaenyra, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see what happens. And then it just goes left field. And I'm just like, all right, I'm still hooked.
They're not even at the crib for real. Like, they at a funeral. This is just like a day. That episode is just a day and a half.
Yeah. I couldn't believe that either. But then at the same time, I was like, damn, they're making Homeboy do the same thing that he did. Had to make the decision, wife or kid or both or none. But she made the decision for him. Dracarys. That was cold. That was, man, she went out in a blaze of glory. She said it too. She said, I want to die a dragon rider's death. Not, you know, whatever. Yeah. So that leads into episode 7. They start at the funeral. Lyanna Valerian.
Purple Hearts always. Thank you, Hashim.
Yes, always. The most lovable. Rhaenyra and Daemon are at the same place at the same time again. Even Otto Hightower is back. I at first I was confused. I'm like, how is he the Hand again all of a sudden? But
right.
But then
you understand.
You remember when you realized that the Hand got burned, and who's the father's daughter, the queen. So it was kind of like, all right, I know some time. I know some time. Yeah. I know some time jump, but you know, you got experience in the position. You know, I'd rather throw you in there than have someone else. Since Longstrong died, Hightower is once again the Hand of the King. It's just that's one of those things that you just saw it on him and you're like, all right, he's a new guy. You know, it is what it is. What do we have here? During the wake, we find out that Queen Alicent has betrothed Aegon Targaryen to none other than his sister Helena. Aegon isn't excited about it. He's in that teenage realm. These kids are weird. I don't know. You got one who's like, he looks like he's the troublemaker, and he's
dirty kids.
He's standing in windows, touching himself for everyone to see.
Oh yeah, he was being a demon.
And then you have this other kid. Then you have this other kid who they're kind of like is like the butt of every joke. The cousins are in it. They're picking on him.
Yep.
Yeah, we're finna talk about how he turned around big time. But then these other two, the Targaryen kids don't. They just don't fit for me for some reason. I don't know.
They wimpy. You can say it. They wimpy.
Yeah, but then at that one moment, when it
gets real, it gets real.
Yeah, okay. Amos seems to be brooding young fellow. All talk about a family bloodline and such. Clubfoot, Larry Strong, rewarding for killing his father and brother, we discover is being named the new Lord of Harrenhal. See, that's all. That's it's all about power,
right?
He killed his family just so he can be in power, you know. Rhaenyra sends her kids to go comfort the girls,
right?
And they seem to have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah.
Speaking of striking this is a big word. Juxtapositions. That's what it says. King Visser approaches his brother Daemon. Daemon hasn't aged at all.
Nope.
Bro.
They can't recast him, man. That's Daemon.
Viserys.
He looked crazy.
From episode 1 to episode 7, Viserys has gone through an extreme transformation.
Yep.
And Damon looks the exact same.
He got found of youth. He might be sucking the life out of his brother for real.
Oh my God.
He might be behind his brother with a straw, sucking the life out of him.
Whoa. That's wild. Some Shang Tsung type junk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he might be touching him and shit. Like, give me
my God.
You're so... He might be whispering and
clowns. Attacking killer clowns from outer space.
Yeah. Put him in his fucking little code shits. Yeah.
Oh, my God. That's freaking hilarious. I know we've had our differences, but let them pass with the years. Viserys implores, encourages Daemon to return. Yet again, he wants his brother to come home. He can't just be without his brother, however many times he's kicked him out. Daemon isn't interested in the slightest. He's like, nope, this is where I belong. And of course, here comes Rhaenyra. And they got the look. They got the look.
Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. You have a feel for Viserys. He tries to be a good guy to everyone, but they all treat him like, because they know he's on. Bro, I don't know if you've been like this, but since like episode 4, I'm like, is this the one? Is this the one?
Of course,
this is the one. This has got to be the one where he dies.
Yeah.
And
even when his brother told him no, and he started walking off, talking about I gotta go take a nap. I'm like, yeah. He about to fall out right here. He gonna fall out right here.
And then when they did the 10 years, I'm like, oh, he's got to be gone by now.
Right.
And then he comes in, oh, my grandchildren. I'm like, he's still alive?
Right. Looking crazy.
More shocked. I think I was more shocked that he was alive than they skipped 10 years.
Right.
After the rejected king goes to bed, we see Lord Corlys and Rhaenyra Targaryen sitting by the fire at Driftmark Castle. She wonders whether Lyanna's death was punishment for their ambition, and reprimands Lord Corlys using her own ill-fated brush with the Iron Throne as justification for pursuit of it. Yep. Then Rhaenys declares she wants the succession of Driftmark to pass through Lyanna's line, not Lannister's, to true Valyrian blood.
Yep.
This was a crazy little interaction between the husband and wife.
Yeah, he said, "Fuck the blood."
Yeah. We are alone here, husband. You can speak the plain truth as we both know it. Rhaenyra's children are not your blood, but Lyanna's are. And what did he said? Wait, did they say it here?
He said in the history books, man, they don't care about the blood.
History books don't care about blood. It's all about the name. And I was just like, damn. But it's true.
Yeah. His sons, even though they not really his sons, they got the name. I mean, his grandsons, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They got the name. So he don't care. Like, the books is not going to say the kids had black hair. They look like the maid, the Uber driver. They're not going to say that. It's going to say Buddy's name. You know what I'm saying?
And it's funny because the podcast I listen to every week, they interviewed the new Alicent, and they touched on it, and she was like, yeah, number one thing, obviously, no silver hair. So it's like, everyone knows. Like, it's obvious. Right. You know? It's obvious. It's
crazy because even the king and old girl, she has brown hair.
Brunette, brown, red, whatever you want to call it. Somewhere. It's not white. It's not even blonde.
And even her kids have white hair.
Like, white hair.
Yeah. So that's crazy.
That's weird to me, too. The first Dance of Dragons. Way back in episode 3, a long time ago, Rhaenyra and Laena walked at Driftmark Beach as they made the agreement to do their duty to the realm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Now an older and wiser Rhaenyra walks that same beach under the moonlight with her uncle Daemon. Yep. She frets that Laenor, wrecked with grief, will no longer be able to carry on the facade of their marriage.
Mm-hmm.
We did try to conceive a child.
But it wasn't enjoyed
as best as we could, but to no avail. There was no joy in it.
There was no joy
elsewhere.
That means that Buddy couldn't pop the top, man. He couldn't pop perform.
I mean,
man, he went up in there. He's like,
remember, she likes duck. He likes geese or goose or whatever. Goat. You know?
He like rock.
He likes goat. She likes duck.
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, if you only like duck, you only like duck. You know?
And you know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, they on the beach, and she run the play, man. They make a little tent, man. It's like an episode of Survivor, man.
I thought they went somewhere at first, and then I realized they were still on the beach.
They still on the beach, man. They on Survivor time. The tribe has spoken.
He was the weakest link.
Right.
Oh shit. So they both briefly mourn their lost lovers because obviously, but you can tell Damon from what you saw in the beginning, David didn't give two shits about his wife.
The real wife. You talking about his first wife or the second?
The one that
wife?
he murked off.
Oh yeah, he didn't give that.
He didn't care about that one. Not all. And he even says it. He's like, I don't care. I'll have this marriage. I'll have this marriage. He tried to wed the slave, the prostitute. You know. But you could tell, kind of, in his eye, he actually had feelings for her. I mean, after
for sure.
10 years and he was still with her, like, he didn't want nothing to do with the other one. Didn't even physically see her face to face.
Even we went over we didn't even cover it. Even when he had the same decision that his brother had to make. You know, we gonna cut this out, but she gonna die, or she gonna keep it in her and she gonna die. You know what I'm saying? He was still his brother made a quick decision
instantly. Like, get the baby
out. Get the baby out.
Get the baby out.
He was kind of like, what about her? Like, what about her? Yeah. Before he could even wrap his mind around it, he didn't even make a decision. She had already. She looked at the bed. She was gone.
Yeah, she already beelined it. She juked the damn soldiers, and she's just like, whoop, I'm out. I'm out my dragon.
Where my dragon
Kill me.
Yeah, put me down.
Sir Harwin and Lady Lyanna and Rhaenyra beats herself up for letting Sir Harwin return to the Riverlands. Daemon implies that Queen Alicent could have orchestrated his murder. Rhaenyra correctively replies that Queen Alicent isn't capable of cold murder. Right. She may not be capable,
but
physically
she got somebody
of her own of doing it herself. Genie. But she could easily say yes and then turn the cheek.
Right. She got a genie somehow. Somehow she got a genie, man. She got a little demon.
Yeah. Rhaenyra accuses Daemon of abandoning her all those years ago. Remember that time you left me in that place?
That dirty dungeon.
He said, I spared you. You were a child.
I spared your ass.
Yo, but I mean, you started. It's not like you didn't stop it instantly. Like, come on,
Daemon. But Daemon, you know.
We'll just blame it on the alcohol, baby.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, Rhaenyra kisses him. He tries to stop her. But she tells
said, I'm a grown woman.
She's not a child anymore.
She said that thing ain't grown up now.
She said, I want you. I need you. And
big now.
While they get to love making, that's what it says here. Consummating the flirtations they initiated an uncomfortable number of years ago. They were meant to be from the get-go. We said this from the rip.
When they first met, when he put the necklace on.
I was just like, yo, there's some weird like sexual tension here. Yeah. You know that, but then again, let's put this out there. People may not know. First off, this was hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. This is how they did things back then. And it's normal for Targaryens to stay with Targaryens.
Right.
They want to keep they even talked about it in here. We got to keep the bloodline as thick as possible.
So pretty much the people from the hills have eyes are Targaryens.
I mean, I guess
the people from Wrong Turn are Targaryens.
I guess, you know, to keep the bloodline strong, you got to lay with your own. I guess, you know, that's a Targaryen thing. You know,
Leatherface might be a Targaryen,
as well as Valerian as well. You know, they try to keep to their own.
Right.
But I find that weird because if you go back and you look at charts of like the families and who's with who and the kids and all
Right.
that stuff. Not everyone is of the same cloth. There's a lot
Right.
of the
I
closest
think
ones.
Targaryens probably was the last family to kind of like keep that going. Like everybody else was on their own shit. Like, bro, we going.
But
I'm
even
gonna be with
even
her. I'm gonna be
Viserys's original wife wasn't Targaryen,
right.
and then his new wife not Targaryen.
Well, I think they made it seem like if you were not in the runnings for the throne, you didn't have to play by those rules. But if you're in the realm for the throne, at least try to play for those rules. That's why he
Okay.
put because his daughter, obviously, he hooked her up with the gay dude. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Because they were both Targaryen. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
have blood, Targaryen blood, or whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what it boils down to. It's who's gonna be running for the throne.
So while they were doing that, Prince Aemon is doing Targaryen things, taking control of the biggest dragon in the world. So
He
the
went
one
crazy.
who we
I thought he
thought
was
was
gonna be off. I thought he was gonna get murked.
no, I knew he. I never thought he was.
When that dragon looked at him and
he looked
saw
at
that
him real
light.
quick. That eye just opened up.
Oh God!
I was just like, oh.
That.
Vhagar is an important dragon in A Song of Ice and Fire lore.
Oh,
She's
so
the dragon of Aegon the Conqueror.
Oh, so this ain't even regular.
No, this is the oldest, the largest, like legendary.
I knew for a reason because this shit was big.
This is like the legendary dragon. This is like the dragon of all dragons.
Okay.
You know, like watching Avatar, and everyone had their things, and then there was that one big orange one that nobody messed with.
Yeah,
that's Vhagar.
This that.
Yeah, that's Vhagar.
All right, good side note. I didn't know that. I learned something today.
She's a dragon that Aegon the Conqueror, which pretty much is like the guy at the top of the chart. He's the first guy. He conquered with. That was his dragon. After Aegon's death, Vhagar was eventually passed down to Lady Lyanna. But now that Lyanna's dead, Vhagar is free to be bonded with, and Aemon took his chance. We see him run out into the beach, withstand Vhagar's roar, and pluck up the courage to jump on her back. She then flies in the air and does a cool loop. Some very how to train your dragon stuff here.
Yep.
Vhagar is my mother's dragon. Oh, the girls were pissed.
Oh, they was pissed.
That dragon was mine.
I mean, that's like somebody taking your. That's like, okay, God forbid, something happened to you, like your pops or something. Like that's your pop's car. Like, hold on, you gonna just take my pop's car? Like, I'm about to violate you now.
Again, back in that time was if something's available and it's free and you want it, you take it.
Oh shit!
If you don't take it, it's not yours. There ain't no leases. There ain't no registrations. There's no insurance. there's no mortgages, deeds, none of that shit. It's just that's available. It's mine now.
Right.
And if the dragon okayed it, who's anyone to say anything? Because now the dragon is tied. Vhagar is my mother's dragon. She was mine to claim. Then you should have claimed her. Yo, these kids, they went up a level, like a light switch. Like I wasn't expecting them to get to this moment here like this.
Bro, I was nervous watching this scene.
Yeah. Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. I was like, damn, hurt feelings. That was funny. That was funny as hell though.
When they dressed up the pig.
They dressed up the pig, and the pig came up.
Brought him up.
Yo, they're lucky too, because that's where the dragons be hiding. They got bacon over there. Like Aegon fires back, referencing the prank the boys played on him a week ago. It's around this time the shit gets extremely real. A fight breaks out with Aemon on one side, Rhaenyra and Daemon's 4 kids on the other. Aemon gets a rock and prepares to bash Lucerys with it, taunting that he'll burn alive just like his father.
Sheesh.
Yeah. A confused Lucerys explains that his father is still alive, and Aemon tells Dracarys to tell his younger brother the truth. Oh, Dracarys?
Yeah,
Dracarys. About his father. He's like, oh, you haven't told him yet. Yo, these kids, man.
They kids, bro. When kids get information, bro, back in them days, kids was spiteful, man.
And
I remember
they're not
when
afraid
I
to
was a
use
kid.
it.
Right. I remember when I was a kid, man. I'll never forget, man. I was at like baseball practice, man, and came out of baseball practice. You know, this T-ball, matter of fact. That's how young it was. T-ball came out, and one of my teammates, his mom was, you know, in the parking lot waiting for us. So I walk up to him, and we walk up there, man. I see his mom's, and she had the painted on eyebrows. So the next week we at the baseball game, and he said something. He must have said something or did something to me. I was like, whatever, man. That's why your mom got painted on eyebrows, man. She didn't got real eyebrows.
Wow. Wow.
I just remember, like, at a young age, you know, kids just didn't have no filter. Like, looking back at it, I'm like, damn, that's horrible to say.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, me and my brother used to do that all the time, you know?
Right.
You know, growing up, you know, when you're young, a lot of people, you know, you're bedwetters. You know, there's people that are bedwetters. It happens up to a certain age.
Yeah.
But that don't mean nothing, you know? My brother was notorious for not going to the bathroom. Like, he'd rather try to hold it.
Oh.
You know? And we'd see it. We'd be playing kickball or something like that. Next thing you know, he just freezes in place.
Oh, he used to be one of those.
And he's like crossing his legs trying to hold it back. And we're just
you
like,
just see it go down.
We're just like, no. He's like holding back number 2. Right. So I'm just like, so that became something, right? So one time we get into a fight, right? And I guess, and I'm saying we're young. I mean, I think he's, you know, I don't know,
10,
4, 5, 3 or 4, 4 or 5, something like that. I'm like 8 or 9. And I think I had an accident that night, and we got into a fight. And he's like, oh, something about pissing the bed. And I'm like, well, at least I don't shit my pants or something like that. You
know? That's bad. Oh, shit.
But that's how kids are, bro. They don't care.
It's
in front of people,
what's that show, The Darndest Thing Kids Say or something?
Yeah. Like, they will go for the jugular, bro. They will go for the jugular. They just don't care.
This scene showed that. This scene showed it.
Literally went for the jugular.
And it looked like they was ready to murk each other. Like,
I thought he was gonna kill old boy. You know how sometimes when you're watching some and you start like, I don't know if you do this, but you start plotting scenarios like, oh my god, if he kills this, what is this gonna happen? If he kills this, how does it? Yo, I thought he was gonna kill that kid, or at least like devastatingly bash like his face.
Yeah,
bad. I was just like,
I thought he was gonna get changed that night. I thought he was gonna get changed. You know, like how dude got pushed out of the window in Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
and then he was in a wheelchair for the rest of life. He got changed that day. You know, so he went from climbing and being a kid to got changed. I thought that kid was gonna get changed.
Wow. Lucerys throws sand in Aemon's face, which allows Jacary? I can't say that name. It looks like Jacaerys. Jacaerys? I don't know. I'm just gonna say Jake. To take out his dagger and slash Aemon across the face. Like he caught it. He got it.
He went for the head, bro. He didn't even try to stab him in the side or nothing.
He just swung. Just blind swing. Just
caught him.
That's brother. Oh, Jace. Okay. See, I thought there was a different word. Yes. His mother calls him Jace. That's why when I'm reading it, I'm like, this doesn't sound right. You know, because
I didn't hear that.
Else.
Right.
Yeah, but it's spelled out Jacaerys or something like that. But yeah, Jace is fine. So we'll go with that. Yeah, this was another part where I started envisioning Viserys dropping when he got all enraged. I was just like, man, he's about to have a brain aneurysm. He just gonna fall. Viserys might be old and sickly, but he's got the rage of the dragon within him.
All of a sudden, he got nuts now.
Yeah, Aemon's skin will heal, but his eye is lost, is what the guy told the doctor.
Yeah.
In the scheme.
After they done sold his face all.
Yeah. King Robert trying to get the truth of what happened when Joffrey Baratheon was cut under the eye by Arya Stark. King Viserys holds court in an attempt to figure out how the princes came to blow. He yelled at the Kingsguard Knight for their negligence. It comes out Aemon called the boys bastards, and that this is why he was cut. I personally think blaming Aemon for trying to smash Luther's skull in with the rock would have been a stronger defense, but hey, I'm no lawyer. Viserys demands Aemon to tell him where he heard the disgusting lie that Laenor isn't the boy's father. Aemon looks at his mother, and I was just like, "Oh,
you gonna rat on his mama?"
And even Viserys was like, "No, really?" And what does any younger or middle age, self-respected brother do? Rat out the older brother. You know how many beatings I took for my brother?
Same.
Over that same shit?
Sister.
He would do something instantly. And I wouldn't even fight it because I didn't want my little brother to get hit. You know? So, like, it didn't matter if it was nowadays or back then. Viserys demands, so he looks at his mother and does what any little boy does. He blames his older brother. It's exactly what he did. And the look in his brother's eyes was, you mother... And again, just how I took the beating for my brother.
Right.
What has he said? We know. Everyone knows. Just look at them. I was just like, oh, shit. It's like, damn. Everyone's growing balls all of a sudden.
Hey, but the old girl came back, though. She wasn't letting it fly. She's like, hey, this sounds like treason to me. Somebody got to die.
Viserys burns into a rage. He demands that the infighting cease, apologies be made, and that everyone show goodwill to one another. Bless him for trying. And here comes Alicent. An eye for an eye. Alicent, goodwill isn't enough. This is a debt to be paid. I shall have your son's eye. The queen demands, Sir Christian.
Right?
Kristen, bring her the eye of Lucerys. I was just like, damn.
And she said he could pick which one too.
Yeah, go ahead, pick one. I don't care.
Pick one.
I was just like, damn, and he's like, okay, and then the king's like, no, and he's like, okay. It's like, who do I listen to? You know,
you're just me. You are the queen. I'm the king.
Sir Christian regretfully whimpers that he can't comply with her request because he's sworn to protect the queen, not fight for her.
Right.
So he's like, I'm not fighting your battles. I'm just here to make sure you don't die.
Right.
Alicent, this matter is finished. Do you understand? Viserys barks. And let it be known, anyone whose tongue dares to question the birth of Princess Rhaenyra's sons shall have it removed. I was like, yeah! Someone say it now! Nuts. Someone say it now! I want to see someone's tongue get cut off again.
Jesus.
I'm like, man, he's showing king stuff. You know? He's showing some report. Like, where are we at? Alicent. Oh, I just read that. The queen is unsatisfied with the king's justice, so she quietly, literally takes matters in her own hands. She yoinks Aegon the Conqueror's dagger from Viserys and tries to stab Rhaenyra. Like,
right. She went for it, bro.
Yeah. They get into a little scuffle. Alicent is trying to attack Rhaenyra, but the princess is pushing the queen away with the arm and shoulder. The king yells for Alicent to stop. Even Hightower tells his daughter to release the blade. She does, but not before slicing her arm.
Yep.
Rhaenyra's blood has been spilled for the first time. I suspect it shan't be the last. This is where it's gonna start. Everyone in the room stares at each other, unsure what to do. Don't mourn.
Nah, if you looked, it was more than that. You saw certain people on one side and certain people on the other side.
Yeah,
you saw like there was like a line.
You're starting to see a divide. You're starting to see a divide here.
Line in the sand.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And she said that earlier. Didn't say it here, but when she was talking to Damon, she's like, "Listen." Oh wait, no, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. She did say that. Oh well, no, that's forward. That's in the future when they talk about when they do what they do.
I forgot they show that again. Yeah, so yeah, that's coming up. It's coming up. Where is it? Don't mourn for me, mother, Aemon says, breaking the silence. It's a fair exchange. I may have lost an eye, but I gained a dragon.
He still shitted on him. Jesus.
Yeah, because now
One-eyed dragon.
I always forget they have 3 kids. They only really show the 2 brothers, but there's a daughter too.
Right.
So they have 3 dragons now because the other 2 did get a dragon, and then they have the dragon. So they're pretty strong over there.
Hey, I lost my eye, but guess what? I got the biggest dragon.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Otto Hightower agrees with Aemon. The hand of the king goes to see his daughter in the chamber. She admits on acting unbecoming of her station. Hightower says it's a dirty game they play, and for the first time, he sees Alicent has a determination to win it. He advises her to go to the king, act penitently, and he'll eventually forgive her. Hand of the queen, more like it. I promise you, in a time, I will prevail, he says. What the rogue Aemon has done in winning Vhagar to our side, the boy was right. It's worth 1,000 times more than the price that he paid.
Sheesh.
An eye for a dragon.
Yep.
Which back then, that's what it's all about, power.
Yeah.
You know, who has the biggest fleet, who has the biggest soldiers, who has the most dragons. And this whole time, Hightower's whole plan was to try to get on top and take everything over.
Right, and it's still like that today. It's who got the biggest army, who got the biggest nukes, who got the biggest, you know what I'm saying, the technology.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Princess Rhaenyra, in the process of getting her arm stitched up, has a visit of her own. Laenor Velaryon. Laenor had... It's like, where you been? This whole time, all this stuff going on, family matters and all this stuff, and he took the whole, we're gonna do it for our cause, but you can do whatever you want to a whole nother serious level. Like, okay, right. Yeah, that's my wife, but I'm just nowhere to be found.
Right, conveniently and shit.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I should have been there. He beats himself up for being a bad brother, father, and a husband. His sister is dead. His children got into a crazy fight with their cousins, and now his wife is injured.
He playing with
too late, bro. You just want to go around, play around, get drunk,
playing with butt,
and just
check oil. You know what I'm saying? He going crazy.
Yeah. Rhaenyra is conciliatory, though. Conciliatory. I had hoped to bear your children. The few times we lay together, things might have been different, she says gently. See, I'm starting to think like it was all him. He just... Soldier couldn't work because he just didn't really even want to pretend to like duck.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, you can't just like, close your eyes or something. I don't know, man. I don't know how that go, but,
Well, yeah, because obviously you can't do what they do nowadays. The whole... What
is dressed up as a
sperm or something where you can just take it out, put it in.
I mean, Buddy was doing that in the window, so he could have just did that in the window.
Oh my god!
They could have got one of the doctor dudes to make a tea or something. They could have raised her upside down or something. They could have did something, bro.
He even goes further to say he hates the gods for making him this way.
But then she said, "Nah, man.
I do not. You're an honorable man with a good heart. Yeah. That's a rare thing,
right?"
Basically saying you're a nice guy. And what happens to nice guys? We're about to find out. Laenor says they made an arrangement to do their duty to the realm so they can have fun, whoever they want. He says that the time has passed. He now recommits himself to the princess. It's too late.
It's too late for that, right?
It's too late, man.
That ship done sailed already. She went up now.
Yeah.
He
waited for his sister to die, her to get attacked, and the kids get attacked. Yeah, and now it's all like, now I'm going to be a dad. Now I'm going to be a father. Now I'm going to be a brother. It's like, it's too late, bro. You had your chance. 10 years. You had 10 years, and you just want to drink and lay.
Drink and lay.
Yeah. You deserve better than what I've been. You deserve a husband. And I was just like, at least he realizes that.
Right.
And it is crazy that everything here happens in Driftmark, nowhere else.
Right. This is like 2 days, 3 days of fear.
Yeah, the king and queen are on their way back to King's Landing.
Right.
While Viserys is sleeping, Queen Alicent stands on the ship's side and watches the ocean breeze. A preservation of justice, Larry Strong says as he creeps up to the queen, the young prince
Shit. Here we go.
defiled in outrage.
Here he come again.
If it's an eye you want to balance the scales, I am your servant, he says.
He ready to make an accident happen. He ready to change something.
Yeah. Alicent rebuffs him, but without any of the indignation we saw last week. She says his services aren't necessary.
Right.
For now.
Oh yeah, she keeping the ace.
Oh yeah. She's not playing the card. She's keeping it in the back pocket.
Right.
The time will doubtlessly come when I require such a friend with not only skill but discretion as well.
Right.
Now you really started to see, who's ever that are buffed. We're really starting to see the lines being laid, where because remember, in Game of Thrones, everything was already set.
Yeah, pieces set.
This family hated this family helped that family, this family, battled against this family. You already know who hated each other.
This one is kind of different.
Now we're starting to realize, okay, here we go. Because Rhaenyra has been saying this from the beginning. They're just trying to play you, Dad, and you can't see it.
Right, because old girl is clearly on some long game demon act.
Yeah. At the very same time, Rhaenyra and Daemon stand on Driftmark Coast watching the king's ship sail. Rhaenyra says she too needs a friend. Well, more than a friend. I cannot face the Greens alone, she says to Uncle Daemon, a reference to the High Towers. That means the Greens, as in the High Towers, the color of war for them. When they go to war, their color they put up is green. That's why she wore the green outfit that one episode, because she's just all like,
and her kids wear green too.
We're going to war. Yeah. Let us bind our blood, just as Aegon the Conqueror did with his sisters. With you as my husband and prince consort, my claim would not so easily be challenged. Of course, because people fear Daemon, because they know that he's real. He's
about that life.
He is about that life. Daemon objects that he can't marry Rhaenyra as long as Lyanna is around. She looks at him blankly. I know. I
got plans for that.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I thought...
What do you think?
I thought it was over for boy.
Yeah. Once she said that, I know, I was just like, oh damn! If Damon's done what he's done,
that's what I say.
He's gonna have no problem offing this guy.
Not only that, just I thought, damn, she cold blooded too. If she was gonna do that, she was gonna co-sign that.
But then,
after just saying you're a good guy.
Next, we see Daemon in a black cloak. You know what happens when he's in that black cloak?
Yeah, he on demon time.
Yeah. The same black cloak he killed his wife in.
Yep.
Only he isn't killing this time. He's bribing. He finds Sir Carl about to depart to fight in the Stepstones and offers him gold in exchange for public death of Sir Lyanna. So in a montage, Carl storms into Driftmark Castle and challenges Sir Lyanna to a sword fight, as you do. A nervous servant runs to get Lord Corlys, the castle guards. When they arrive, Lyanna, first son of Lord Corlys, is burning in the fireplace. Bro, when I watched this, well, we did rewind it. We had to rewind it because this part just was kind of mind-blowing. And I needed to make sure I saw the right faces in the right places. Just watching that whole scene, he just runs in. He's just all like, I'm fighting you now all of a sudden because I was told to.
Yeah.
I found that kind of weird, but at the same time,
you just saw Damien murk some random dude in the hallway.
Yeah, that was a huge question mark. I'm like, okay, maybe he's just going on. He's the guy that he's a witness that's just got to go. It's kind of how I left it. Damon's doing cleanup on the outside while he's in there doing what he's got to do. That's how I took it.
Right.
They get to fighting. The fighting seemed kind of not staged, but I don't know. It just looked weird. But they're fighting, so I'm like, all right, they're fighting. And the next thing you know, they come running in, and homeboys charred barbecue.
Yeah, and the other dude dip.
He gone. There's no one else in the room. He just charred barbecue.
Yeah.
They pulled a freaking Ocean's 11 if they ever did. Bro.
Yes, they did.
Oh my God. Princess Reina cries over the burnt body of her dead son. I love Laner. We hear Rhaenyra say over the montage, then grant him this kindness. Daemon says, set him free. As the montage ends, we see the hastily organized wedding of Rhaenyra and Daemon. Only their 4 kids are in attendance, as well as a maester. It's official. Rhaenyra and Daemon are now husband and wife.
Yep.
The last shot of the episode shows 2 hooded figures running towards a boat on a coastline. It's Driftmark's coastline. It's Sir Carl. His accomplice takes off his cloak, revealing himself to be Laner, except with a freshly shaved head.
Yeah, he ain't got the white hair no more. It's over with.
Remember, Daemon said to him in a roundabout way, yo, there's a place.
Yeah, but they don't care.
Far from here that nobody could get to or nobody knows that could be filled with riches.
Key West.
Make the right decision right now, guy.
Key West.
I was shocked. I was like, damn, okay.
I mean, he didn't have nothing holding him there. He didn't have no real kids. He didn't have,
he just wanted to be him. He wanted to be free. He never really wanted this whole life. He just always wanted to fight, be honorable, and that's it. And then he took what happened to the family to heart because that's what he was about. And he didn't do that. You know, he's like, man, you guys got hurt on my watch. You deserve better. I too know the only way is if I'm not here. I appreciate you at least giving me the option to leave because I obviously don't want to die.
Right.
You know, so I thought that was crazy. Yeah, that was awesome though. I'm kind of glad it went that way, but then again, at the same time,
now
that leaves the
extra
door
spicy,
open.
Bro. It's gonna get extra spicy. What door? Tell me.
Because now they think he's dead, and he has the rightful heir to some sort of throne. The son, the one that left, he's alive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still alive. Yeah,
he could come back.
You think he'll get a hair up his ass and come back like, this was all? I mean, you're right. You're right.
If something happens to the father, come on, Lion King, Simba dip. He came back later. I'm the real king. Come on.
You're right.
It can't happen.
It can't happen because he could go out in that real world and guess what? The gold that he got wasn't enough. Now he poor. He ain't getting the lifestyle that he used to have.
He could get a raven saying daddy's dead or someone got taken over. There's no one for the rightful heir to the Valerian throne. He could just come home and be like, I'm here, you know?
My mama and shit. Yeah, man. So, I mean, you're right. Prodigal son, man.
He may be gone, but I don't know. I have a feeling. Here we go. Steele's predictions. He may be back.
Season 2, baby. He come back. Man.
He may be back. And it could be good or it could
this
be
season
bad.
Or next season? I don't think I'll hold that car for like
there's only 2 episodes left or 3 episodes left.
Yeah, so next season or
so I would have to say next season, unless they do some more jumping, which I really hope
so
they don't.
There's only 2 more episodes left. It's only going to 9 because we're at 7.
10, no, 3 left.
Okay, 3. Okay,
3 left. So I think it's 10. All
right.
I hope they don't do any more jumping, man. It's like that 10-year mark really hurt.
I mean, at this point, even if they do the jump, I don't think they're gonna get any different actors again. I don't think they'll do actors again because
no.
Like I could see the kids going to like a older age, like maybe.
Yeah, but I think the parents are solidified now.
Yeah, the parents are solidified. The kids on the end because like I said, I feel like maybe not in this season. Maybe next season, maybe the season after that, but it's gonna be like they kids going to war type shit. Like I don't think.
Oh yeah.
I don't think it's gonna end with the daughter and the queen. I don't think it's gonna end with that.
No.
But that's obviously what they're building too, because they're gonna have a battle.
It's gonna be the green coats versus the Targaryens.
You saw the blood draw, and you saw they looked at each other. That ain't the first time that somebody getting their hands put on somebody getting hands put on them.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the Greens versus the Targaryen, the Hightowers versus the Targaryens. That's kind of where it looks like it's heading right now. The question is who is Valerian gonna be with? You know, I mean, as of right now, they have more ties to the Targaryens than they do the Hightowers. Obviously,
now my question is how bro gonna look at his brother with his daughter now? Like how that's gonna go? How that conversation gonna go?
I'm surprised.
I don't think they got the word. I don't think they got the word that they married yet.
Well, no, but I am surprised that he hasn't offed them yet.
Huh?
Damon,
You think
the way he's
you think
been,
Damon's gonna try to murk his own brother?
I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet.
I mean, he looking at his brother, man. His brother aging really bad, man. So he might look like, bro, I just gotta wait this out. And now I'm married to the heir to the throne. So what I gotta do? I don't gotta murk this man.
Yeah.
This man's gonna be falling out soon. And she got kids. I got my daughters.
Kids. We gonna have a kid, and that's gonna be the main one.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
They
gonna be
have
the
a
main
kid.
ones. Those are gonna be true Targaryens.
Right. The blood gonna be thick with those.
I think those are the ones that become the mad queen.
Yeah, because they got a little further. Two demons making demons. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny because they both went with people that was real kind-hearted and sweet. Now they two demons making demon babies.
Yeah, this was a really good episode. I was really upset last week, and last week's episode was good too, but the whole 10-year thing and then the change in the characters kind of messed me up.
Right.
But this episode here just brought me right back in, man. I'm just like, here we go. Let's see what this comes with, man. Every episode now, it's just like, oh my god, holy crap. You know, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this week, and let's see what happens.
Yeah, I'm geeked, man. Yeah, I can't wait for next week. This show's, man, it's doing me justice, man. I can't believe. Like, I thought, like, I was scared on last episode, and I'm glad that I was too. But I guess, you know, the universe works in funny ways. You know, we had a hurricane, so we couldn't have a proper spoiler cast for episode 6. But we would have came in here episode 6, and I know for sure, me at least, I would have been on it like, bro, this ain't what I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Last week I was talking to Julio like I'm ready to check out.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I'm happy that I'm happy that like even Sunday came around and I didn't even like jump to go watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't watch it till last night. Like literally, I think you said something to me on the game
we were
yesterday,
playing Destiny. I'm like, did you watch it? You're like, oh shit, nope, watching it tonight.
Right, because I was so like I've been so crazy at work, bro, that I'm like my mind is just like in a haze. So like when you said that, it kind of like woke me up. Like, boy, you better go watch that show. You got a job to do.
Yeah.
You know,
we watched it Monday, but it's good.
Yeah, I like on that.
I can't wait.
Anything else before we get up out of here?
I can't wait for the next ones too, man. You heard Snow?
Oh yeah, Snow. I'm on that. Is the what's gonna get one? The daughter that like was the assassin with the many faces?
That was like hinted, but that hasn't been like guaranteed.
But
so right now,
but the Snow one's gonna be like a continuation of Game of Thrones, right?
Yes. So this actually takes place exactly after the events of Game of Thrones. What happens with Jon Snow?
So they can clean it up. Yes, we're gonna get a clean up. They're gonna clean up that bullshit.
Then they also got green-lighted for going even further. Not in the future, further in the past. They're gonna go like closer to Aegon the Conqueror, which that's where almost everybody wants to go. So this one is supposed to take place like 1,000 years or another 700 years before House of the Dragons.
Before Dragons was even a thing.
Yeah, so it's something like that. So that's supposed to go even further to tell you more of the story on where it starts and all that shit. But
yeah, all I gotta say is HBO, man, you're doing a good job, man.
Yeah. Keep following the books. Don't make a show or an episode unless you got the books. We all know what happened in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
This is what I was gonna say too.
Okay.
Because this was a pinpoint that I had for last episode. If we were going to argue about it or complain about it, was originally Game of Thrones at episode 5, I almost threw it away. I had enough of learning all these new families, and it was just talky.
Right.
I stopped after episode 5. And then eventually I picked it back up, and me and my wife were hooked. After season 5 is where it went downhill. House of the Dragon episode 5 was the episode where they started to jump ahead and shit started to go south.
Oh, so the 5s. So we got season 5 to look forward to.
So that's why I was kind of like, man, like, is this
Season
where
2,
they just fall
5,
down? 5 or 6 episode in is where they take a dip.
Yeah, that's where they took a break, man. They took their little bye week. It was a bye week.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm glad. I'm really happy, and even Julio said it too.
Right.
The way they're keeping you in, they even said this in that podcast too. That yes, you instantly have that, man, 10 years, this and that.
Yeah.
But then the way they bring you back in still is kind of like,
yeah, they got a good finesse team to finesse you back in it.
They're doing it right. It sucks.
It's not confusing.
I wish it wasn't 10 years, if you want to skip ahead 2 or 3. I mean, they just skipped 3 births, But then at the same time, it's like, people complain. People love Dragon Ball. They complain about it because you just watch Goku power up for 3 episodes before he hits or misses.
Yeah.
Do you really want to watch a season of just them popping out kids left and right? I mean, I know they can put more into it, but I guess maybe that was a good thing.
They can't be in problems when they pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The beef can't be that thick when they pregnant.
Yeah. So after seeing the show, like you said, with the hurricane giving us a week to cool down from that heated episode, I could kind of see their vision now and accept it.
Yeah, and I think at this point, I mean, knock on wood, I don't think they can do another 10-year jump. I don't see it. I mean, what I mean is another jump where the actors are all changed. Now, the kids, I can see the kids be
if
the last
they jump, it might be a year, 6 months, or something like that. The kids
might change next season.
You know what? Let's not call it jumps. Let's call it fast travels.
Man, fast travel.
They could fast travel about a year or 6 months. All of a sudden they're back at home. And it's let's not show them getting back from vacation and unpacking bags. Let's just show them already back, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That I could accept.
A little time lapse.
Yeah. So, all right, man. I know you got somewhere to go.
All right, man. Tomorrow, guys, Thursday.
Yes.
PSNBS Live. Need for Speed. Yes. What else is going on tomorrow?
Yes, Rhodes. Yes, agreed.
I've liked Mario.
Oh, that's right. They have their movie trailer, right?
And we also got to watch Dead Space.
Dead Space.
Trailer.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to watch tomorrow, a lot to check out. So if you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And, you know what I'm saying? She kept saying this great team thing. They're going to be a great team. She said they're a great team. I said, how you going to say they a great team if they never teamed up before? Like, they haven't even put it to the test yet. You haven't seen their teamwork.
You just know.
How do you know? They both demons.
Bro, when Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, okay? When Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, you just knew it was going to work.
Yes.
Okay? You just knew it was going to work.
Oh, man. But yeah, man, if y'all late to the stream, make sure, like I said, man, right now I'm about to run out, go help my boy in his time of need with his house. There's a link down in the bio for his GoFundMe. You know what I'm saying? He got all this damage. He lost pretty much everything. Not pretty much. He did lose everything. When I mean everything, like we're trying to get him everything. You know what I'm saying? So there's a bio. Go ahead, share the link, donate if you can. Gabe. He said, "What he said? Why are you
arguing with the missus?"
I'm not arguing, man. I'm not arguing, but I'm just saying, man. I'm just like, she just was like, as soon as they were like walking on the beach, she was like, "This is gonna be a great team." I'm like, "Great team? What is this?"
I mean, I didn't call it a team, but I agree. I didn't call it a team, but I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is a power play. This is a power move."
Oh, my
and she
God.
even says it. With you, no one's gonna mess with us.
Oh my God, Rose, go to work, man. Go back to work. I love you. I'm just playing. It's been the boys.
Yes.
PSNBS Live. See y'all tomorrow.
We out.
We out of here. Oh yeah. Shout out to Most Lovable. We out of here.
Most Lovable.